New York Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis, she serves on the House Ways and Means Committee. Good to have you with us because you've got great insight into what's happening in New York. Mayor Mamdani is flexing his muscle. He's out there with his own handpicked socialist candidates and running them against, in one case, a 5-term incumbent Democrat who's the head of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. What do you expect to happen?
Yeah, and in fact, that particular race, I think the challenger is the most dangerous. This woman is somebody who actually would make Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez look somewhat normal. She is somebody who supports not only abolishing police, abolishing prisons, completely dismantling ICE. She is somebody who also supports all these radical leftist agenda items that are so incredibly dangerous to not just New York City and the country. I don't think that she will win. I think Adriana Espaillat will probably win that particular race. The one that I think potentially the socialists can grab would be the one against Goldman. Because Brad Lander is somebody who not only was a New York City councilman, but he served as New York City controller, and then he ran for mayor. So he's got high name recognition. But he is somebody, again, who has supported defunding the police as well. He supports open borders. And as a councilman, he voted to increase the property tax levy year after year. So he's a tax and spend Democrat. So I think it's going to be interesting to see. But I think the bottom line here is this is no longer your father or grandfather's Democrat Party. You're seeing them move more and more to the left, whether these radical insurgents or it's the mainstream Democrats, so-called mainstream Democrats, that are moving more left to the left to satisfy a radical fringe base for self-preservation, not because they're supporting the middle class.
Right, and Goldman, he saw them turn on him, right? He went to that coffee shop in Brooklyn. They refunded his $10. They said, we don't want your money here. So even though you can be really far left, it still won't satisfy this hardcore leftist base. And speaking of that candidate that you're talking about, Lisa Avila Chevalier, she says criminal illegal aliens should never be reported, even if they're guilty of rape, of murder. She wants to abolish it all. Take a listen to this.
All deportation is wrong. When we think about even the cases where, folks talk about, well, what if they've committed a crime? We have a criminal system. We have a criminal system that is very clear on where it stands on double jeopardy. And yet now we also have an immigration system that subjects people to that double jeopardy, not on the basis of the crime, but on the fact that they were born elsewhere. And so for me, I've been very clear that I think all deportation is wrong on principle. It is a form of punishment that only people who were not born in this country are subjected to, and that is inherently something that creates inequality in our society.
It's against the law. It's against the law. I mean, she makes AOC look MAGA. Congresswoman.
Well, what's interesting is not only does she want to abolish the police and jails so our criminals can run rampant, she actually wants to abolish open borders as well. And she doesn't want to fund our military. She thinks we should defund our military. So this is somebody who is so radical and extreme, wants to turn the United States of America into Venezuela, maybe even communist Cuba. But the fact that she would say that rapists and murderers from other countries should be allowed to stay even after being convicted of these crimes is absolutely ludicrous. But, the Democrats who are there in Congress today, they do nothing to say that we should deport these types of criminals. As a matter of fact, what did they do? They voted to defund ICE. They voted to defund Customs and Border Protection.
Yeah, they're running scared because these socialists are coming on strong.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.